Thanks for taking the time to watch our video today. I'm so excited to share with you how God has taken me to a new season in my life. Many of you may or may not know that recently I retired as the senior pastor of Crosswater Community Church in Ponte Vedra, Florida. One of the ways that I was able to find peace in going ahead and retire is God has opened a whole brand new door, a whole new ministry for me. I can't help but laugh about it because when I was a young boy, back in 1971, I felt God get a hold of my heart and call me to preach. I knew, though, I was scared to death. I said, and some of you heard me tell this story, I knew that if I said yes to God, He was going to call me to Africa. And I didn't want to go to Africa. I could just see them in Africa having fried jack for dinner. And I didn't want to go to that meal. Well, here after all these years, 52 years of ministry, God seems to be bringing me all the way back around and saying, we're going to do that Africa thing that we talked about when you were 15 years old. And that's what I'm going to do. A friend of mine, Dr. Wayne Dorsett, has been having a ministry there in Africa for some time. Wayne is a retired pastor like myself. He has been traveling to Africa 4 times a year. Here's what we're doing, and here's what I want you to understand. We are starting this ministry. Actually, Wayne's been doing it for 4 years, and I'm coming and joining him. Here's what we're doing. We're taking indigenous pastors, which simply means men and women who've been raised in the jungles there in Africa, and we bring them into a conference center and we train them how to be a pastor. These people have never had any Bible training, any teaching. They don't know how to pastor church, how to preach. We come in and basically cram 1 or 2 semesters of a seminary into a week, and we teach them. Wayne, I'm going for the first time here real soon, and Wayne will be teaching them on how to build an expository message. And then I will be teaching them of how the Bible fits together and the timeline of the whole Bible, and teaching them theology. And Wayne just got back from there. He was in Kenya about 2 weeks ago, and there were over 200 people in attendance there. Oh, I've seen the video. These people are praising the Lord. They're excited. Here's what excites me. These are not seasoned veterans. These are new, young converts to the Christian message. And we're trying to plan in them how to be a pastor. We have a heart for pastors. That's one of the things that excites me. In the book of Ephesians, it says that the work of a pastor is to equip the saints to do the work of the ministry. Well, that's what Wayne and I are going to be doing in Africa, is equipping these people to go back into their communities or back into their villages, and to teach them how to equip their people to follow the Lord. Now, here's where you can play a part in it. The Bible's called every one of us. One of the last things Jesus said before He ascended back into heaven is, go into all the world. And actually it says, as you go, make disciples. Well, guess what, guys? Wayne and I are going to be going for you. We're going to be taking the message. We're going to be training pastors. This is my vision. If we have 200 pastors that we equip and train and send them back, guess what? That's like starting 200 churches on the continent of Africa. Think about that. Long after I'm gone, long after you're gone, there'll be churches planted there leading people to the Lord, building churches that can make a difference in that country. Now, there's nobody funding this, so we have to raise our own funds. We spend almost $8,000 per pastor to bring them in, because we have to pay for their travel, their lodging, their food, their materials, the training, the teaching, everything, so that when they come, it costs them zero, costs them absolutely nothing. You can help me and Wayne communicate the message and the method to these people. We have both been pastoring churches the majority of our lives. I started preaching when I was literally 15 and a half years of age. And so I want to bring all of that experience and all of that knowledge that I have been able to accumulate and to share it with these people who are called into ministry. They don't have agendas. They don't have programs and plans. They just fell in love with Jesus and want to lead people to Jesus. Now, don't you want to be a part of that? So I'm going to ask you, I've developed a website. It's called jackmillwood.com. Just search it on the internet. jackmillwood.com. You can go there and read about our ministry. You can see pictures of what we're doing. You can get an idea of what we're doing. And then if God leads you, you can contribute, because we can't make this happen without the body of Christ supporting this. You can go with us, through us, as you're sending us to go, all right? And so you go to that website, or you can go to our Facebook page, or we have a YouTube channel where you can go and learn about what we're doing, see what we're doing, but you can also donate. I'm in the process of making all of this happen, putting all of that together, but I still need support. When they asked me about doing this video, they came up with the idea of us filming this out here in this location. If you can notice, if you look around, I'm in the middle of a nursery. I'm in the middle of a garden, and I see all of these things that are planted. Over here's a lime tree. Over here's a lemon tree. They have been planted, and they're going to grow into big trees and produce fruit for people. That, to me, is a picture of what we're doing in Africa. We're going over there and plant the word like a seed in the ground. Jesus talked about that in one of his parables. We're going to plant a seed in the fallow, broken up ground, and we're going to see it grow and blossom into churches so that we can see spiritual children and grandchildren come to know the Lord. Think about this. When we get to heaven and God welcomes us home, he's going to say, thank you for all you've done, and thank you for being unselfish and supporting others who can go where you can't go and do what you can't do. We need your help in doing this. So you can go to the Facebook page, you can go to the website, you can learn how you can contribute. All of your gifts are tax deductible, just like you were given them through your church. And you can help us make a big difference. It's going to take a gigantic effort to make all of this happen. But there's no gift too small. Obviously, there's no gift too big for you to make an impact. We work with a group called Mission Zimbabwe who handles the logistics there in country of locating the pastors and helping with the transportation to get them to that site and feeding them and putting all that together. Wayne and I will be going and doing the teaching. Now, don't worry about Jack trying to walk through the jungles. I've done that on mission trips. Can't do that anymore, guys. Those days are over. But they're coming to us. We can stand in an air-conditioned conference center and teach them and train them where they can focus and learn how to teach people about Jesus, how to teach people about the Bible, how to equip other Christians to grow and to serve. This ministry will be possible as you help make it possible. I ask you to pray sincerely how you can contribute to this ministry. I strongly encourage you to do that. Please pray about it. Thank you for taking the time to listen and to explore it. God bless you.